Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Teacups and welcome back to Oxford United challenging for the Premier League. So today, it's quite an important day, but I kind of missed the most important thing because at the end of the last episode we had the transfer deadline day, but I forgot to record it. So we pick up the recording just after the transfer deadline day, but don't worry, you didn't miss anything because we didn't buy anyone, we didn't have the money for anyone, so yeah. So today it's going to be all about the games because I'm struggling at the moment. I need to get some results, so let's just dive balls deep into this. The first game of the day, Oxford United at home to Chesterfield, and this is how it went. So we've had a difficult start to the season. We've been getting a good result, then we're getting a bad result, and yeah, I hope it doesn't continue, but this game was pretty difficult. So as usual, as a game that was played in the midfield, there wasn't a lot of chances both ends. We said it right now, both ends there wasn't a lot of chances, which was good. We wasn't conceding goals, but we wasn't getting goals, much like Tottenham, and I've said this way too much right now. But I just gotta say, not a lot happened. Like I've said this before, we're gonna skip through the first half because, well, nothing happened. Right now, I'd usually be saying it's all to play for in the second half, but I highly doubt that. You know, we've been struggling at the moment. I just don't feel like I can get the results, and it was evident because the second half just went like the first half. Like, it was just a midfield game. There was literally no opportunities. I was really surprised by that. I was defending well. I've got to say, Mullins in my defence, I am playing free at the back, is performing so well, but I don't know, I'm just not getting those opportunities. And I just got to say, I'm going to say this right now, you know, I'm not going to say I got like, you know, a late minute goal or Chesterfield got a late minute goal. It ended 0-0. We're just going to scoot past this game as quick as we can because that was honestly quite an embarrassing result. We got our ass whooped. We only had like 3 shots the whole game. We had a poor amount of possession. I think it's like 39%. That's like my lowest possession I've had so far in this whole series. I think, you know, the whole of the League 2 series and now the League 1 series. But I got to point something out though. I did say Mullins was doing well in the defence. He got an 8.4 rating for just a draw. So he is a star player at the moment. He is 65 rated and I think he can get higher. But we're going to skip onwards to the next game. So after that game, I had somewhat of epiphany. No, not an epiphany. Well, I went into the EA Sports Football Club and I bought the financial takeover. And the reason why I did that, you know, don't get ahead of me like, oh no, you're going to spoil the series. The reason why I did that is because Oxford United have such a low transfer budget. You know, this season and last season, we've just had 500 grand as our transfer budget. And I'm just saying this right now, you can't buy anyone with that. You know, the only reason we could buy Neil is we sold our star player, being Smalley, well, one of our star strikers, just so we could be able to afford the young chap. But if we're going to try and challenge, you know, for the Championship in the Premier League, we haven't got the money, we haven't got the finances to attack the Premier League. But you're probably thinking, oh no, you know, if you just get promoted, you know, your transfer budget will go up. Well, that doesn't happen in this game because before I played this match, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to save it right here. And I'm just going to sim the whole season, right? And I simmed the whole season. And we actually ended up getting promoted. And I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. We ended up getting promoted to the Championship. And I was like, oh my god, you know, I think, you know, we're going to get a lot more money. I think our transfer budget is going to be up because we're in the second highest tier of football in England. You know, I've checked some of the transfer budgets of other teams in the Championships and they're in the millions. QPR's in the multi-millions, but most of them are in the millions. So I was expecting to get maybe a 1 and maybe 2 million transfer budget. But yet again, we got 500 grand as a transfer budget. And I was just like, what the fuck? We can't survive in the Championship. Like, this is what I found funny as well. They gave me the target to fight for promotion. I was like, are you having a giggle there, mate? We are not going to be able to fight for promotion with 500 grand. And I got my ass whooped. I started simming some games in the Championship. It was just like 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. I thought, you know what? I'm going to play one of these games. I could not win. I just literally could not win. So I thought, you know what, we're going to buy the financial takeover for a little bit of future investments. Can I just say this right now? I am not going to be able to get to the Premier League with just the transfer budget Oxford United has. We will not be able to do it. And that quite disappoints me about this game. I know it's a really crappy simulation. You know, the career mode does suck in FIFA. But I just feel like if you get promoted, your transfer budget should go up. If you're going to try and fight for promotion, you know, to get to the top tier of football, it should go up. You know, in real life, if Oxford United got to the Championship, their transfer budget would probably go up into the low millions. Maybe 2 or 3 million because they would have made a lot of money during the season from ticket sales and everything like that. So that was quite frustrating, but yeah, heads up, we did that. So I've wasted a lot of time just talking about that. It's time to get into the second game of the day. Oxford United away to Coventry City. So we was fired up for this game. We really were. You know, we've had some pretty poor results. An alright draw last game where we were basically dominated in the midfield, but we didn't get that late minute goal. So we'd take the draw right now. So I was hoping for a change of heart from the lads, and I wanted the lads to score a lot of goals this game. So I had really high hopes, but this is how it went. So it's in the rain as usual. I really can't play in the rain, but there was something different about this game. Everyone felt good. Neil felt so good in the ball in the rain. You could just tell he was our standout player because his touch on the ball was so superior to everyone else. Tyrone was doing good. Danny Rose was doing good. I have to say, you know, we were doing well the first half. But as we've been accustomed to this series so far, we didn't get a goal in the first half. Yet again, it was a midfield battle. We did actually have some chances. We had a lot more chances than we did the last game, but we just couldn't convert them. And it wasn't really any ones that, you know, were stand out to me that I thought, you know what, that should have been a goal. So we're going to go straight into the second half because all the action happened in the second half. So the second half, yeah, we came out the doors gun blazing. You know, we wanted this result. We'd done a decent first half where we could have scored a lot of opportunities. We was going to try and take our opportunities in this second half. And we actually do get a little bit of luck for once. In the 56th minute, Rig, the one and only, wins us a penalty. Kind of out of nothing. He goes for a header, misses it, but the ref just gives the penalty. I'll take that right now. Rig put it home. I actually wanted Neil to take it because I wanted to get his first goal of, you know, the new season and that, and the first goal actually being at our club for real. But yeah, I completely forgot. Rig took the goal nice and well. It's 1-0. So 4 minutes after the first goal, we end up getting a free kick basically on the halfway line. It's near enough on the halfway line. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to whip this bad boy into the box. Davis gets a cheeky little header on it, puts it in the back of the net. That was a beautiful goal. That was a beautiful cross in. That was Gerrard-esque. You know, he would have loved to have a delivery like that, and that was a beautiful finish from Davis. We're winning 2-0, and I haven't said that a lot this series so far in League One. I will take 2-0 at the moment. So after those goals went in, we was in command of this game. It was 100% Oxford United, and for once in League One, we felt good. We actually felt so good on the ball. I didn't have that fear in the back of the mind that the computer was just going to counter-attack and get a sweaty goal. But we defended so well. Mullins has been an absolute tank in my defence. But this is the thing though, we couldn't get any more goals. I did actually have quite a few more opportunities, but you know, they played well at the back. They did take away a lot of my opportunities, and they did make some good saves. But that game ended there. We've beat Coventry City away from home 2-0. I will take that. So after the game, we got our financial takeover, and honestly, I didn't know how much money I would get. I thought maybe we might get, I don't know, 5, maybe 10 mil. You know, that would be quite competitive for a League One team, but guess how much money we now have in our transfer budget? Just have a guess. Well, we have 40 mil. 40 mil, I said that right now. We have 40 mil in our transfer budget. Honestly, that feels like cheating. I feel like I've just entered a cheat code, but I'm not going to go out there and buy like Ronaldo or something like that. When the transfer period comes up, I'm going to invest in some decent players. You know, I might buy Bakali, but he might be a little bit too expensive. I might buy Fisher, Marshall, Carrera, some decent players like that who will, how do I put it, you know, grow later on. So I might be doing that, definitely. I might buy Bruma and loads of other players like that. So the next transfer window, there is going to be a lot of transfers. We're going to try and strengthen the team, hopefully with a lot of youth. So look out for that. But we can't do anything like that right now. We got to get straight in and get the results right now because we got to wait for the New Year's transfer window. And we got quite a lot of games in the meantime. So third and final game of the day, Oxford United at home to Preston. So we're against a team that David Moyes once managed. So Preston are a good team. They are a really good team. And I was expecting a pretty difficult game. And this is how it went. So it wasn't raining. It was actually sunny out. It was a nice little day in September. I do believe this was in, it might have been October, but I think it was September. So it was a decent day for lads. I can't complain about rain because rain usually fucks me up, even though we did win the last game by 2-0 and it was raining. But as usual, this was a slow game. You know, Preston are a good team, but I don't know, the lad just wasn't there. I feel like I might have to change my formations. I don't think it's working for me right now. I do like to have a huge, strong attack, but at the moment, my attack's just not working for me. So over the next coming games, I might experiment with some new formations. But as usual, I've said this way too much. The first half came and went. There wasn't many opportunities, all to play for in the second half. So when do we start talking about the second half? I said it's all to play for in the second half, but I'm just going to say one thing about this game. We had opportunities, don't get me wrong, we had opportunities, but we were just not taking them. The shooting on this game was below par. Like, I was not getting any of my finesse abuses. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't taking shots from a million miles out. I was taking finesse shots from a decent range, and they were just going wayward. They were just going so wide. You know, I made some really decent balls in. I made some pretty beautiful through balls in this game. I'll try and get some highlights in the background, because this game we had some pretty decent through balls and pretty decent attacks that just didn't come off, and they were just taken out mainly because my players are too slow, or there's a pretty decent defending from Preston's side. But this game, I'm going to say the end result right now, because the game ended 0-0. At home, we got another 0-0 draw. This was honestly really disappointing. I was really disappointed with this game, because your last game we had a fantastic win. This game we just couldn't score. We just, simple as that, we could not score. And it's getting frustrating at the moment, because League One is taking its toll on me. I'm finding it difficult, but I'm not going to lower this difficulty. I want to get to the Championship on world class, and hopefully to the Premier League. But to be honest with you right now, I feel like the team does need some rejuvenation. I feel like I do need some new players. Yeah, I just feel like Tyrone's not cutting it on the wing. You know, he's like, I think he actually has gone up to 56 rated, but I need someone a little bit better. And Ruffles doesn't cut it for me because he's just too fucking average. I need to put some investment into this team. So the transfer window, I can't wait for it. Simple as that. But yeah, this episode has been pretty decent. We had a nice win, but we had 2 draws, and that's really annoying me right now, because those games were, honestly, those games were both points lost. We could have had 3 points in both of those games. We could have easily took a 1-0 win. We could have done a Chelsea and just got a sweaty result. So those points could be vital at the end of the season. So yeah, we'll see how things goes. But next episode, I'm hoping for a turnaround for the lads. I can only hope right now. Superstition. I hope everything goes well, but I hope you join me then. I've been Mr. Teacups. You rate, comment, subscribe. See you next time.